Hey guys, welcome back. Episode number 53 of Stop Talk and Roll. Today we have Jay in the navy blue and Howard in the white gi. These guys are going to do a little rolling for us here. We'll break it down. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell. I get these episodes out every morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Saturday. And if you would like me to break down one of your roles, just hit me up here or on Instagram. The information is in the description below, and I'd love to review one of your rounds. All right, let's get into it. Howard, because you asked me the other day about leg positioning when you're sitting. So when Jay's got his left leg, lead leg forward, what I'd want to do is be planted on this arm on the floor, like back here. Okay. Oh, I'm behind it. Can you see it? I'm in the way. It's here. Oh, I'm going to mess it all up. Okay. So this hand, like where I am down here. Okay. You're going to have this shin across his shin here with the foot on the inside and the knee on the outside here. And then this leg is going to be our rangefinder. This foot might be on his shin. Ideally, I get shin to shin, but that doesn't always happen with this leg. So this foot might be the one that's stepping on the shin and keeping him away. While this hand is bracing, this other hand's going to be connected elbow to your thigh and going no further than your knee, and kind of using that as that could be your grabbing tool, but you don't want to get it extended like it is in this position right here. Okay. Because from here, he has access to this space, which can lead to flying triangles, flying arm bars, flying lots of stuff. Okay. I'm going to let this play out for a second. Okay, Jay, I know you kind of got the pass there, but just something a little bit simpler of a concept. So right here, there's nothing. I wish I had a better angle. I apologize. But all of his limbs, his body's on this side of you. You could just grab. You might want to turn and break this grip, so you would just point from your toes pointing this way. You make your toes point this way, kick in this direction as well. So kick in this direction as well. And then what you do is just throw his legs by you in this direction and walk around, right? You're like pressing in, right? I would just look to just throw his legs this way. Easier said than done, but something you could do. Howard, I'd look to get this arm back. So I don't want to be here. So I would look to just kind of like throw my arm up in this direction and get it tucked back in tight to protect your neck, and then look to get that elbow knee connection. Yeah, I was going to say, Jay, you got to collect that arm. Oh, no. Okay. Let's see. Before he makes that grip, let's see what it's doing. So here, honestly, I'd take that and get under his arm and switch to north-south, because you really don't have a good control of his head right now, and it's not hard for him to move. So he's able to grab that. Once that happens too, it's just annoying to deal with. You might actually just want to back up. There's times where it's like you just got to kind of concede, back up and come back in, because worst case scenario, he gets his guard back. When you back up, if you don't back up and you try to fight this, worst case scenario is you end up getting reversed, which is what happens in a second here. Yeah. Nice, Howard. right into the Kimura, I would have gone right into that Kimura because you have the arm here. So like right here, I would look as you're coming up, I would get this hand on this arm real quick, and I would take this arm and get it over his shoulder. So like right away, hands on your right arm should be on his hand right now, and that other hand should be digging underneath to try to get that Kimura. So Jay, hip escaping here. Reversal of fortune here. Howard. So this is kind of a greedy mount attempt because you have nothing. When I say it's greedy, you're trying to mount over his legs, and there's nothing stopping him from putting his legs up and closing his guard. What you want to do is you want to get your mount above his hips so you can go to a shin mount, which is where you just take your knee and bring it across his hip. That way, when you go to mount, there's no way for him to grab your leg. Okay, so this is kind of like a greedy one. You want to be a little bit more patient with it, and slide your knee across the hip line. Oh my goodness. Wow, I'm getting good at this. You see that? I don't even know what button I pressed. I probably should figure that out. All right, half guard. So, Jay, you should be fighting to get on your side here. Howard, you should be trying to maintain him on his side. Oh. There, I just saw something, but actually, you know what? I don't want to not say it. These guys are not, okay. You never, ever, 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 ever want to go, I'm over here right now. You never want to go double unders in this stack position because if they fall down, you could snap your neck. So never, ever, ever do this. You can do one and the other. You could do both over in the front, but never both double under like that. So the guard's open right here. What I would look to do is sit this hip to the floor, drive this knee in, and kick this leg up and back. All right, so kind of like a whole twist of your body here. Your hip, this hip goes this way, this hip goes that way, this knee slides through, and this leg comes up and around. Big twisting motion. And those things, those opportunities are quick, right? Like now he's back in a half guard, a closed half guard. You guys got a sense when someone opens their guard, it's like time to get out of there. Fighting with the camera, it looks like. Sometimes the little gimbal goes crazy. I apologize. Howard, you can look to tripod from this position. Oh, that works. Little ghost escape. I'm not that great at the ghost escape. Jeff, our main black belt owner of the gym, one of the main, or I might say one of, he owns the gym, the main instructor at the gym. He's really good at the ghost escape. I'm not so fond of it, but it works. One of the things I like to do here, this is getting real like cheeky, but I used to do this as a white belt, so I'm not going to claim that this is advanced by any means. If I have a hand here, if I have an arm here on this side of the head, 100% I'll go for this if the top person's arm is between my legs. But if it's not, what I'll do is I'll actually turn and hip escape this way, which people are like, what are you doing? Because you need to hip escape into him to get your guard back, but I will turn and hip escape into them or away from them. And my goal is to scoop up kind of like an uppercut with my elbow to get his shoulder high so I can hit this leg underneath his arm, capture his arm between my legs, and then use this same grip now, this same forearm in his neck, and drive him away and throw him into a reverse triangle. And then I attack this arm. It's lovely. I'll get it on video on one of my rolls. I might have one actually in one of the rolls that I have saved up. Oh, going for these damn lapel chokes. They're good. I just have no idea what's going on. That's a paper cutter. Do you want that on? Yeah. So Howard, with this one, you actually, okay, this is one lapel choke I do know how to do. You want to take your right arm here, so this is the forearm that's not choking, and so what I would recommend you do is fall this way so your hips go onto his hips, right? So your body would be opening up towards the camera, and you take your right arm, slide it underneath here, and grab his collar, excuse me. Then you'd square back up with him, drive this elbow to the floor, and then up. And that'll get you your paper cutter. I think I have some videos on the paper cutter. Jay, from here, I like to throw in a butterfly hook, and that creates space. One of the main reasons I started playing butterfly was actually to deal with bigger opponents because it let me disconnect from them. So from this position, I would be trying to get on my hip. If I can't get on my hip, at least I'll swivel my hook out and back in, and I can use that to just push him off, which would let me get up on my hip. And the beauty is if you have that hook in right now with this overhook, you can start threatening sweeps. You can even do it from half guard, but not from being flat. You need to get on your side. Excuse me. I notice you're putting this knee up a lot. Let's see if you do it again. I do this with the other side to like kind of stop like the quick mounts, and so I can hip escape real quick. There is a time and a place for this. Like I like to do this, like I said before, with the reverse triangle, or if I feel like he's digging with his arm for whatever reason, but I don't know exactly what Howard or you're thinking, Jay. So I'm going to reserve judgment on this. All I would say is make sure there's a purpose to this. Because if you're trying to defend mount, this just wouldn't be the right side. If you're doing something like deflecting the arm or setting up for some kind of submission, so be it. There's the buggy choke. That's exactly where you hit the buggy choke. You get on your side and this arm goes up. You go underneath this knee, like behind the knee, and then you hit the buggy choke. But I am not going to claim I could do that. The buggy choke started getting popular kind of recently, and I am not trying that with the state my leg is in. I mean, I've tried it. I am not going to push and really try to hit that with the state my leg is in, because that is some funky, flexible stuff. All right, I think the round's about to end. I'm going to let it play out, but I will get back to that north-south choke real quick. I had a north-south choke today. Love that stuff. It's hard in the gi. All right, so here you get under. So instead of like going up high, what I would do is look to take, let's back up a few frames. So this is kind of a good start of it. I would look to take my outside arm here and lace it underneath my body to grip onto Jay's arm here and pull it down. And the north-south choke comes from from your ribs and like the side of your arm. So if you can clear this arm out of there, then you can really sink your ribs down onto the side of his neck when you come through. So you would reach under right there. Like instead of grabbing on the hip, this hand would come through, grab the arm, and really pull it through. But it's hard at this point because it's like in, right? So yeah, good round, guys. Good back and forth. Keep up the good work. If you liked the video, please like the video. I don't know why I gotta get a better line for that. Subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell. Please, please, please reach out to me if you'd like me to do one of your rounds. I'd love to do it. So, all right, guys, thank you very much and have a wonderful, wonderful day.